Hi friends. Okay, so I am just about to sit down and reply to all my messages, but I know a couple of you, your challenge packs arrived and now you're like, what do I do now? So I figured I would just go in here and I would kind of explain what you should do, what your first steps should be. And those of you who didn't just get a pack, but maybe you haven't recommitted to your journey, or you're coming up with some kind of excuses about why this is too hard or so overwhelming. Well, let's just baby step it. Hi friend, hi Irene. We'll just baby step it through. You can do whatever, you can pick whatever program you want. That's I think the most important thing right now. It's not about drinking other people's Kool-Aid or getting caught up in FOMO like bar and all these things, all these new shiny objects. Today, the early access to 10 rounds came out. If you need something new, that's awesome. Totally explore those options. Try one of the sample workouts. But I think the most important thing right now is for you to make a commitment to yourself and to go all in with it and to follow through. And when I say go all in, I'm not saying it needs to be perfect. I'm not saying your nutrition has to be 100%. I'm just saying commit 100% to doing the very best that you can in this time of craziness and change and virtually educating our kids and all that stuff. So case in point, I am on my final week of bar. It's a 6-week program, I think. It's taken me a lot longer than that. It feels like I've been doing bar for 500 years. This is not my soulmate workout. Doesn't mean it won't be yours. So if you got bar, that's totally cool. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to hear how it works for you. But that's the crazy cool thing about on-demand is we have so many different options, and you'll go through seasons in your journey where you need a specific something. So I have committed to finishing bar, even though it's not something that sets my soul on fire, because I need to finish something. There's such a psychological win when you commit to something and then you actually freaking finish it. Trust me. So I'm finishing bar this week. Next week, I'm starting 21 Day Fix. I am sort of in the middle of Transform 20. I was actually planning on doing 10 rounds, but knowing myself and knowing what all the things I'm trying to juggle, I need something that's not easy. I need something that is 30 minutes a day and is only going to take me 3-ish weeks to complete. I need that. And so that's the most important thing I think about honoring your journey is knowing what you need. And maybe if you're brand new or you've been stopping for a really long time, maybe you don't know what you need, and that's okay too. That's why you have a coach, to help you make a plan. And it doesn't need to be one size fits all, right? And we're all different and we all have different needs, but I just know for me personally, good morning or afternoon, whatever the heck this time of day is, I just know I need that emotional kick that comes from committing to something that's not impossible to do. 30 minutes a day for 21 days. I know when I actually do that program, I always get really awesome results. And so that's what I'm doing next. I'm starting that next Monday. So if you want to try a bunch of different things, a bunch of the sample workouts this week, and then start 21 Day Fix with me next week, cool. If you want to do it right now, that's amazing. If you're in the middle of doing another program, cool. You do you, sister. This is not a one size fits all group. Please do you, okay? So those of you who have your challenge boxes, your challenge kits, whatever the heck it's called, challenge pack. There we go. That's the right word. It just arrived. This is so exciting. First step, please open it. Legit, when mine first came, I remember being intimidated and scared and not I overthought it, okay? So we're not going to overthink it at all. You're just going to begin. And even if life isn't perfect and you don't have all the things, all the nutrition things that you want to have, or whatever is your crutch, whatever is holding you back, you're not going to let that. You're just going to start. You're going to put a date on the calendar, and maybe that's today, maybe it's tomorrow, and you're just going to freaking start because this is your own journey. Blinders on. Nobody else, okay? That's what we're focusing on, your journey. All right, so you open your kit. Congratulations, welcome. You have either gotten your box of Shakeology or you've gotten unicorn juice and post-workout. Both are awesome. I use all of them. Lots of great things to say. I'm waiting on my chocolate Shakeology. Desperately, I might add. This is a tractor driving down the street, no big deal. Another day. Okay, so I use my TV to do my workouts. I have a Roku and I have a Fire Stick, one on each TV, and that's how I do all of my workouts. But you can use your laptop or your phone, whatever. There's a Beachbody On Demand app that you can go ahead and download and you can stream your workouts that way. But today, when you're just getting started and you're picking your program or you're getting deep into your materials, I don't want you to look at it on your TV. I need you to pull it up on your laptop or your tablet or your phone or whatever so that you can see what I'm going to tell you to look at right now. So let me make my computer wake up. I'm gonna flip my screen and I'm gonna show you what I want you to see. All right, here we go. So this is my Beachbody On Demand thingamajigger. It says, hi, Sarah, have a great workout. Thanks, I did. I had a good workout. Thanks for caring, Beachbody. Okay, so up here, do you see this? It says workouts, it says nutrition, and it says blog, okay? If you purchase a nutrition program like I don't know, To Be Mindset or whatever, or you're gonna do the Ultimate Reset, all those things are under the nutrition tab. But if you don't, what's over there? Let's just take a peek. Let's go ahead and look. Okay, so these are extra programs I've purchased. And so if you haven't purchased these, your nutrition tab is going to be empty. It doesn't matter. It's okay. So we're looking at the workout program. So first things first, you need to commit to what you're going to do, okay? And if you don't know where to begin, the programs I love and recommend are the 21-day fix. I think that, like I said, you can follow the modifier. It's a really great program no matter where you're at, okay? So there's a couple different kinds though. I want you to find the real time ones, especially if you've done the 21-day fix a couple hundred times because this is an older program. Find the real time ones, will you please? Okay, if you've done the regular fix before, take it up a notch and do the extreme, okay? You're gonna use more weights. You still modify, you can still listen to your body, you can drop the weights as needed, but again, this is just about you challenging yourself. A lot of you have messaged me recently about Morning Meltdown 100. I think that's a really awesome program, and I do recommend it. I just want you to know it's 100 days, and so for some of you, that's gonna overwhelm you and freak you out, and right now, I want you to have some really awesome fast wins. And so I'm gonna say go with a shorter program. Transform 20, this is Church in My Living Room. I freaking love Shanti. Even though I personally loathe cardio, I really enjoy him and his program. And again, it's only 20 minutes a day. Okay, 10 rounds, VIP early access is now open today. If you wanna order a challenge pack, that's on sale. Bar is also on sale. And this is the program I'm finishing up. It's like 6 weeks and the workouts grow progressively. So they start at like 25 minutes and they go to like 40 something minutes. So it just depends on you and what you need, okay? If you need some like positive talk, affirmation stuff, go ahead, try Bar Blend. That's a great thing to do, okay? But I wanna show you 21-day fix just because some of you are gonna be using the container system and I wanna show you where to find everything. Okay, so click on this. Hello, friends that are watching. I should just prop my phone up so it doesn't like, my hand's not shaking like a crazy person. Can I do that? I don't know. Okay, well, we'll try this. Okay, so here we go. I have clicked on the program. I'm not on my television. I am clearly on my laptop. So it shows you the overview, the workout list. I want you to click on program materials. If you ordered a 21-day fix challenge pack, it's gonna come with all these things, but just because you didn't order that pack doesn't mean you can't do this program. Start Here guide. This is gonna explain like what you're doing, but I'm here to tell you all that. And then I want you to go over here. This is your calendar. You can print your calendar if you want. Yeah, your workout calendar. It's gonna tell you what to do. This isn't something that you're choosing to do, okay? Some super smart people at Beachbody with all their freaking like degrees and stuff, they put this shit together. So you're gonna follow what they tell you to do. If you have to take a couple rest days, that's awesome. You don't go back to day one. You just hit pause, you listen to your body. I'm gonna encourage you to move your body every single day because that is, it's self-care, right? And I think that if you're really, really sore, it's kind of, it's easy to be like, I'm going to take a couple of days off. No, you need to move your body, okay? The more you move your body, the less sore you're going to be. That's also why we use the post-workout supplements if you can swing that financially, okay? So there's your workout calendar. But again, if you're going through the workout program on the TV, it's going to take you week by week which workout you should be doing. Nutrition, this is really why we're here, okay? So click on your nutrition tab. This used to be the little books, the little book thing that would come, eating plan. Okay, so if you click on the food list, it's gonna show you, here we go, food list, Boom, print this bad boy off. It's gonna tell you what's a green container, what's a purple container, what's a red, what's a yellow, what's a blue. When I'm using my containers, I don't measure them all. I measure my red because those are my proteins. I measure my yellow because that's my carbohydrates and that's always my slippery slope. But you'll notice as you look on here, it's going to tell you in some of these, like, what a serving size is. So if you don't have the containers, don't use that as your crutch. Well, I don't use the containers, so I'm just gonna eat all the things. No, you can figure out where you should be, what your bracket is. We're gonna look at that in a second. And then you just follow this and you track it, because if you aren't tracking it, how do you know what you're getting? And if you were like me, you're probably gonna be super heavy in certain containers. My containers I'm heavy in are usually my reds, my proteins, and my yellows. Blue, okay, avocado lives in blue. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really measure my avocado. It's a healthy fat. I don't feel like I'm gonna become obese by eating too much avocado. So whatever, yellow, okay? But it explains it all here. This is like a helpful thing for you to either screenshot or to print out and put on your fridge, just as like a quick reference guide. If you have the booklet, it's gonna come with this. Okay, so we looked at that. Here we go. There's a vegan one. Oh, there's a music playlist, all kinds of fun things. Okay, but eating plan. Here we go. This is the booklet. So even if you didn't get the 21-day fix challenge pack, you have access to this. This is the basics of the portion fix system. And even if you don't have the container, sister, you can still freaking do it. So it's going to explain how to get started, how to use your containers, all these different recipes. But I want to talk about how you figure out your bracket. So that is in here. Okay, here we go. Find the 21-day fix container plan that's right for you. So if you are brand new or you are recommitting, you need to commit to a nutrition plan, because trust me when I tell you, I've been doing this for 5 years, and sometimes I just eat whatever the hell I want and I still do my workouts and I don't get very good results, versus following a plan and making sure that all my macros and all those other things are in balance, in a nutshell, that's what the portion fix system does for you. Someone has taken all the work out of it for you, and they've told you based on these things right here, what bracket you need to be in. Okay, so first, take your current weight in pounds and multiply by 11 to find your caloric baseline. Then add 400 to that number, okay? That's your maintenance calories. Finally, subtract 750 from your maintenance calories if you're here to lose weight. And then you find the 21-day fix container plan that corresponds with your target. Okay, so here we go. It explains it right here for you. You can also use the apps and stuff for this. There's like a nutrition app that will walk you through this, but I just want you to know where you can find all this with inside Beachbody On Demand, okay? So if you're plan A, it's going to tell you, how many of your greens you should be doing, how many of your fruits, how many of your proteins, how many of your carbs. I did the ultimate portion fix, and so you want to get your carbs in earlier in the day. That's just one of the core tidbits that will help you get results. If you are breastfeeding or you're growing a human, you are always going to bump up to the next plan just to make sure that you're getting enough calories. And again, if you're on the cusp of one of these and you're like, that's either too much food or too little food, just trust the process and see how it goes. If you are headachy, if you are exhausted, if you have no motivation because you just feel like you can't find the will to live because you need to eat more, well then obviously you're going to play with your plan. And this isn't going to be something where you're forever a plan C or you're forever a plan A. If you have a lot of weight to lose, you're going to be in one of these higher brackets, and you're probably going to freak out that you have to eat 8 veggies and 5 fruits and 7 proteins and all these things. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. I think that a lot of people struggle to get enough of their containers in when you're in those bigger brackets. So, common sense goes a long way. Make sure that you're getting all your water in. Make sure that you're getting lots and lots of veggies in. Make sure that you're getting your proteins and your healthy fats. And I would cut back on fruits and some of my carbs. That's just me. You can't you can't pick and choose with this. You can't be like, well, there's way too many containers, so I'm just going to live off of my yellows, which are my carbs, and my nuts and my proteins. Like, it's all about balancing it out and trusting the process. So some super smart nutritionist, workouty people put this all together, trust the plan. But this is the system that I recommend the majority of the time for the majority of you. And so no matter what program you're committing to this week or next week, I highly recommend that you scroll to this tab, this 21 Day Fix tab, and you take the time to look through it, because it's going to give you some really great tools in your tool chest, because you cannot out-train a slippery diet. I am proof of that. And as much as we all think we can, you just can't. So, and why work harder, not smart? Work smarter, not harder. That's the expression, okay? So whatever your program is, you can go ahead and find all the tools in here. I'll flip you back around. I don't know if this is helpful or not, but those of you who just got a kit, that's what I want you to look up, okay? So like I said, you go into your Beachbody On Demand thing, library, you click on the workouts, you find whichever, you go to the 21 Day Fix, okay? Click on the nutrition tab. No. Oh my God, Sarah. Click on the 21 Day Fix workout tab and then look at all this nutrition stuff. There's a music playlist. Okay, so for example, let's go to bar and see what bar has, because, you know, I don't know that I've looked at this in a while. Okay, so I clicked on my bar tab. This will come out later this month. It'll hit the regular Beachbody On Demand catalog. So if you don't want to pay more for it now, that's fine. Do the 21 Day Fix with me, and then this bad boy will roll out at the end of the month. If you want to get a challenge pack, meaning you want to get 12 months of Beachbody On Demand and you like those affirmation cards that I share, well, those came with this, okay? And the deal with the challenge pack is it's just everything is bundled, so you save more. You're not buying things piece by piece. If you can only swing the 3 months at a time thing, that's fine too, okay? You're still gonna get results as long as you actually do the freaking workouts and you don't eat like, an a-hole. So here's the overview. It's 8 weeks long, not 6. No wonder it feels like I've been doing this for 500 years. The workouts are 30 to 40 minutes. It's about slimming and toning. Beginner to intermediate, there's lots of modifications. So again, don't ever let a program intimidate you to the point where you're like, oh, I can't even try that because it's gonna be too hard. How do you know? And the cool thing about things being really challenging is that you have nowhere to go but to get better. You're just gonna get stronger, and it's not about shaming yourself or comparing yourself to anyone else that is doing this stuff. It's about you honoring your own journey and celebrating along the way. Okay, so let's click on the workout list. It tells you, here's your getting started. You can meet Elise if you want. There's some bar basics prep workouts. There's some 10-minute add-ons if you want. And that's super cool. Just if you're on week 1, well then great. You click on freaking week 1, and then you click on week 2, and you just go through the days. This one I like because it does have 2 days off. So if you feel like you can only do a workout 5 days a week, that's dope. Totally cool. You do you, sister. What else do they have in here? Program materials. Let's click on that. Okay, so there's a nutrition tab. There are the I Am Daily Motivation cards. So even if you don't get early access or you buy the special kit, you can still print these. It also comes with the calendar and the tracking. Let's see what the nutrition guide is for this. Beachbody Guide to Nutrition, 2B Mindset. Here's a sample 7-day thing. Oh, there's a vegan plan. Yeah, so, it's just about you committing to your program. And if you're not really sure what you want to do, that's fine too. Let me flip you around. That's fine too. Try a bunch of the sample workouts and just see what feels right. You're not getting married, okay? You can take a week and try different things and see what feels good, because it needs to be something that's not necessarily easy. So those of you who are like, this is really uncomfortable, well, guess what? It's going to be uncomfortable because it's something you're not used to. And if it is comfortable, well then, because you've done it 500 million times, your body is no longer being challenged by it. So that's why you need to bump up. If you've done the 21 Day Fix, you need to try real time. You need to try extreme. You need to keep challenging yourself, because that's just an important part of this journey, is that you're growing and you're continuing to evolving and you're challenging different muscle groups and all that stuff. So there are literally so many different options in the on-demand library. If you want a 2-week trial to try it, that's cool. Like I've said a gazillion times, there's a whole bunch of free workouts that are in a file in this group. So go find them and then look and see which one you want to do. And if you have Beachbody On Demand, well then just pull it up and give yourself a week to try this and that and see what feels good and see what, maybe doesn't necessarily bring you joy, but is something where you're like, I could totally see myself committing to this for the next month or 2 months or however long the program is. But I think that's such a critical piece right now, as the world is on fire and everything is out of control, is you getting some wins. Not necessarily you doing it perfectly, not you being like some Victoria's Secret model at the end of it. No, it's just about you owning your freaking journey and taking ownership and responsibility for it. So, like I said, I'm finishing bar. If you want to start bar, you do you, okay? We're not all running the same race. Some coaches run groups where everyone's doing the same workout program. That's never felt authentic or right, because we're all in different seasons and stages, and you have to do what will serve you. So I'm finishing bar this week. My plan was to do 10 rounds, but I've revised it because it's a living, breathing thing, my journey. As a coach, I'm still a real human that struggles and needs certain things. So I'm going to do 21-day fix. You can start 21-day fix right now. You don't have to wait for me. But if you want to do it with me starting next Monday, that's what I'll be doing. 4 weeks of the prep is coming out early, or coming out this month. So is 6 weeks of the work. So if you want and there's an explicit language and there's also a clean version. So if that motivates you, like someone cursing at you, cool. Well, then you could do that. But that's not a beginner program. No, that's not. Okay. So you could there's like a fit test that you can do to see if it will work for you. Like I said, Morning Meltdown 100 is a really great program. It's just 100 days. So if you can commit to that, I mean, even if it doesn't take you 100 days, you could double up your workouts because those are only 20 minutes. So if you have a lot of time, if you have an hour to commit each day, rock on with your bad self. You could totally double that up and make it happen sooner. Transform 20 is one of my all-time soulmate workouts. I love it. What else is there? Lift 4, that's a really great program. In truth, I've never done it. Like, I've done a couple of them, but it's only 4 days a week, and it's it's HIIT training, and it's Joel. 80-Day Obsession is one of my favorites. I love 80-Day Obsession, but it's 80 days, it's an hour a day, and if you have children at home, the goat rodeo is real, and sometimes that's just not practical. And so I want you to have a win. I want you to get momentum. I want you to feel excited and not feel shamey and bad and behind the curve. So please give yourself grace and challenge yourself in an area that you need to be challenged in, but don't set yourself up for failure. Okay? So 80-Day Obsession, if you want to try it, but you don't have an hour every single day for 80 days or however long it takes you to do it, there's other programs in here. There is, let me scroll through because I'm drawing a mental blank on what it's called. A Little Obsessed. So there's A Little Obsessed. It's just 5 days, but you could totally do those over and over and over, whatever. You do you. It's 5 days and it's only 30 minutes a day. And then there's also A Little More Obsessed, which you could do that. You could do make your own hybrid if you want. I'm sure there's a hybrid calendar in here somewhere that you could find, or you could find over on Pinterest, where you're alternating those. Country Heat, a couple of you messaged me recently about Country Heat. It is a dancey dance program. It's country music. It is autumn. I remember when that program rolled out. Home slice here, I'm not the most coordinated gal. Dancing isn't necessarily something that brings me joy. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. Wasn't my soulmate workout, but it was fun. And their test group results were outstanding because it was such a low impact workout. And so that's something to think about as well, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose or your knees hurt or something like that. You want something that isn't going to be so hard on your body where you're going to have that cortisol response. That cortisol is your stress response. And so if you were overtraining or doing something that is just really, really not where you're at, you could almost have a bump in your weight and all that. I'm not telling you that to scare you. I'm just letting you know that there's no shame in ratcheting back a level if you need to. It's just about you continuing to show up. Clean Week is a really great place to start. It's just 7 days. Megan Davis, it's a 30-minute program, and she takes you through a whole bunch of different workouts. She'll be this move comes from Insanity, or this move comes from PiYo. So it's a great way to try a whole bunch of different workouts, and it's just a week long. What else is there in here? There's a gazillion workouts, and they're even organized by Super Trainer. So if you love Shanti, or you love Autumn, or you love All About Jericho, or Tony Horton, or Suki, whatever, there's so many options. Okay, you don't have to drink my Kool-Aid. You don't have to do what I do. I want you to make sure you know that there is, PiYo is in here. Double Time, that's a workout you can do with your kids. P90 is a really great beginner program. There's P90X. There's a gazillion P90Xs. I don't even know. But the P90 is a really great beginner program. But it is an hour a day, and it's 90 days long. So take that for what it is. There's pre and postnatal fitness for those of you who are growing a human or keeping a human alive. What did I want to tell you just now? I forgot. I don't know. If you like Zumba, there's UV2 that you can pull that up. I can't with him, but maybe that's your soulmate. Like maybe that's what you need. These glasses keep falling off on my face. It's really annoying. So anyway, moral of the story is there's a gazillion options. If you try something and it doesn't serve you, it doesn't mean it's not right for you. It just means you need to readjust and realign your journey. There's so much power in that as soon as you honor it and you decide just to like go with it instead of fighting it and strong arming it. So those of you who got your kits, open them. Okay, wash your containers if you need to, if you got containers, and then just pull all of you who are recommitting to a journey. I don't care what program you're doing, if you're doing Insanity or Transform 20 or PiYo, look up the 21-day fix and look at that at the nutrition guide and just get an idea. Figure out what your calorie bracket is, and then even just for a couple days, audit yourself and see what is actually going in your pie hole and see where you're at, because you might be eating not enough or you might be eating way too much, and it's just those simple teeny tiny shifts that give you big results and just give you results. True story. The other thing is water. Please drink your water. It's really important. If you were tired or headachy or really hungry all the time, more than likely you're just dehydrated. Half your body weight in ounces is always the goal. So if you got your kit, there you go. Open it, go online. Don't be super scared or intimidated. It's not, it's not marriage. You just try it. You see what works and what's serving you. And if you have questions as you go, you show up in here and you ask them and you share how your journey is going. Because the second you step into the ring, the second you get into the arena and you start to share your accountability, I guarantee you that your transformation is going to be an entirely different one than you being all secret squirrel and just watching what I'm doing. My journey is mine. Your journey is yours. So own it. Okay, I'm going to dig into my messages and reply to you guys that had more questions. If you have anything else that you don't quite understand or you want me to dig into, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. I'm really excited for you, and I hope that you're excited because this is your journey. And it doesn't matter how long you've been at it or how many times you've stopped or started. It's okay. This day, today, is the perfect day for you to recommit. It's the perfect day for you to drink your water and say, you know what? This is my plan. If you don't have a plan, if you kind of sort of show up, you're going to kind of sort of get results. So let's make some commitments to ourselves and figure out in the next week or so what you want to do for the next month or 2 months, and then take the action every single day and get it done. And I'm giving you permission to push play and give it 15 minutes. And if it's not just speak, then you can call it a day. Are you going to lose 20, 50 pounds? No, you're not, but you're going to get some wins. And it's not about constantly going back to square one and constantly starting over. If you're doing that, it's demoralizing and it's not going to help you get emotional momentum. And that's what we're here for. It's about getting those emotional wins and feeling like you can own your journey and you can get traction and you can get momentum. And it doesn't matter what the number on the scale says or what your freaking measurements say. All of that is just data. What we're here for is the fact that you're going to commit to yourself and that you're going to hold yourself to it, not just on the sexy, easy days, but on all the days, because that's where the momentum comes. So I believe in you 100%, no matter how many times you stopped or how long it's going to take you to do your 21-day thing. You can absolutely 100% rock the heck out of this.